Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. So today guys, we're going to be taking a look at 10 forgotten zombies weapons. Now, it's going to take me a little bit of time to explain it, but before I do want to mention that I got this idea from Ghost619, who made a multiplayer version of this video. If you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. And also, when this video goes live, I'm going to be streaming over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GregFPS, playing some Modern Warfare, the new beta that's out right now. So if you guys want to check it out, you think it's something you're going to be interested in, come on over to the stream and hang out. So anyways guys, basically how this video is going to work is there is going to be some weapons that come to your mind when you think of games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. You're going to think of the MP40, the Galil, the Commando, the HVK, the RPK. You're going to think of the Dingo. You're going to think of a lot of the better weapons, even wonder weapons as well, like the staffs, the bows, etc. So what I decided to do was take a look at Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 and get a list of 10 weapons that don't come to your mind. They're kind of forgotten weapons that are kind of left in the back of your mind. Maybe you haven't played Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 in a really long time, and I kind of wanted to hit on your nostalgia notes, so something that you don't really remember. So I cultivated a list of 10 forgotten weapons that you wouldn't normally think of when you're playing zombies. So I really hope you guys do enjoy the video, and once again, this list is not going to be in any particular order. This is just 10 weapons that maybe you don't remember, and it's only from Black Ops 1 through Black Ops 3. So without further ado guys, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so the first weapon we're going to be taking a look at is going to be the Python. Now, this weapon appears in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but I wanted to specifically talk about the Black Ops 2 version of the Python. Now, the reason that this weapon may be considered forgotten is because it only appears on Transit, Dire-Rise, Nuketown, and Origins. It doesn't appear on Mob of the Dead, so you can't get it from the box, and since that's a very popular map, a lot of people are going to forget about it. And also it doesn't appear on Buried because it's replaced with the Remington New Model Army, which is another really cool pistol, but it's not going to be in this video. So the reason that I think the Python is just forgotten in general is not only is it a very strong weapon, it's one of those weapons that really can't get you a lot of points. Chances are, if you're playing town like I am right here, you're going to want to get the ray gun Mark II or a ray gun or the RPD or just something that's going to get you a lot more points and going to allow you to buy everything on the map and also go for higher rounds. Now, personally, I think the Cobra is one of the coolest pistols, but it's one of those pistols that I just completely forget about, especially when it comes to Black Ops 2, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright guys, the next weapon on our list is the SVG-100. So when you think of sniper rifles from Black Ops 3, chances you're going to think of the Draken and the Locust, and more particularly the Draken, just because of how overpowered that gun is. It is so fun to use. And when you think of the SVG, it's just one of those weapons that gets overlooked every single time. If you get it from the box, that's going to be the next weapon you're going to trade out when you're hitting the box. It's just one of those weapons that really sucks. It's a bolt action, it's not that strong, and overall it's just not a fun gun to use in general. Like, I feel like the Locust is a lot more fun if you want to snipe in zombies. So the SVG comes in as the next gun. I just don't like using it, and it always gets overlooked by me. I always forget about it when I'm talking about Black Ops 3 or something, so definitely it had to be on this list. Alright guys, the next gun on our list is the Whispering Regurgitator, or the Faro. Now, this is a 4-round burst weapon that you can get in zombies off most walls in Black Ops 3. Now, this weapon to me is just one of those like completely cop-out weapons that Treyarch decided to make because they couldn't think of anything else to make. Now, for me, I just think that this weapon is completely useless. I don't like using it. It's really weak. You don't get a lot of ammo, which is another thing that's pretty disappointing. And although the fire rate is pretty high, and if you get headshots, it's going to deal a fairly good amount of ammo, it's just one of those weapons that no one buys. Like, I see this weapon on the wall all the time, and I've never bought this weapon off the wall. unless I ended up getting it from the box and I was going to end up trading it out really quickly. So this is another weapon that a lot of people, I feel, forget about, and it's definitely one of those forgotten weapons. It's really easy to forget about, and it comes in at the number 8 spot. I know this isn't a list, but it was the 3rd weapon. All right, guys, the next weapon on the list is a weapon that only appears on Black Ops 2's version of Origins, and that is the Scar H. When you pack a punch it, it becomes the Agarthan Reaper, and this is by far one of my absolute favorite assault rifles in all of Call of Duty Zombies. This thing is a beast. It can take out a Panzer in a clip and a half, and it just absolutely destroys Panzers, which is great. It destroys zombies, deals a ridiculous amount of damage, fires really fast. The only downside to it is it doesn't have a lot of ammo in its magazine, which is kind of disappointing. But other than that, I feel like the Scar H is just one of those weapons that everyone forgets about. Unfortunately, it was only on Origins. I feel like if this weapon was on all the other maps, it would be just as popular as the AN-94 was, being one of the best assault rifles in all of Zombies. This weapon, in my opinion, is one of the strongest that we have ever seen, even stronger than some LMGs, and it's just a really fun gun to use. And the reason it's so forgotten is because it's only on Origins, and it's only when you get it from the box. When you play Origins, most people get staffs or buy the MP40 or the STG off the wall, and you don't really hit the box too often. So that's why I think this weapon is forgotten, and it's the next on our list. The next gun on our list is the Flux Collider 935, aka the LCAR 9. Now, if you guys remember this gun, this is the really crappy fully automatic pistol from Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, until I made this video, I think I've probably bought this weapon off the wall like 3 or 4 times. It is one of the most useless pistols that you can ever buy. Now, the only good thing about it is you can get a pretty good amount of points, but even when pack-a-punch, it only has 240 bullets, which is horrible when you only have 40 shots per magazine. That seems really low to me. And also, since I've completed all of the Easter eggs in Black Ops 3, I start off with the RK5 and also the MR6, so there's really no reason to ever want to buy this pistol in the first place. It's not going to appear in any of the first rooms as well, so it's just one of those weapons that's like, the first area you leave, it's probably going to be on the wall there, but I just feel like it's forgotten. I feel like everyone just overthinks this weapon, just passes it by, doesn't even pay any mind to it, and that's why it is forgotten, and that's why it's on the list. All right, guys, the 6th weapon on our list is going to be the Stakeout, and when pack-a-punch, it becomes the Raid. Now, this is the pump action shotgun from Black Ops 1, and you may remember it just because it's on the wall of every single Black Ops 1 map. Now, the reason I consider this weapon forgotten is because there are so many better options when you're hitting the box in Black Ops 1. You can get the RPK, the FAMAS, the AUG, the HS-10s, okay, maybe not the HS-10s, the Galil, the Commando. There's literally so many better weapons than the Stakeout. I think I've only bought this weapon a couple times, and the main reason for that is because I got a bonfire sale and I needed to buy a gun really quickly that I could pack-a-punch for only 1,000 points. So I ended up just buying it off the wall. Now, the Stakeout is just one of those weapons that everyone disregards. I never see anyone buying this weapon when I play in public matches, and I just think it's one of those weapons that no one really cares about and no one actually uses. In all honesty, it's probably one of the most underrated shotguns. It's really strong, and it's great for dog rounds as well, but it comes in as the 6th weapon on our list. All right, guys, the next weapon on our list is also a while buy in Black Ops 1, and that is the PM63. Now, this thing is, in all honesty, one of the worst weapons in Zombies. It deals so little damage that it's not even worth using, and when you pack punch it, it becomes the Tokyo and Rose, so it's a dual wield submachine gun. And to be honest, I think all of the submachine guns in Black Ops 1 are pretty much squirt guns. They deal like no damage, and they just fire extremely fast. And that's the same exact thing for this when you pack a punch it. It only has a total of 275 bullets because you get 25 per magazine in each side, and then only 225 ammo in reserve. So it's just one of those weapons you run out of ammo extremely quickly if you actually want to deal damage with it. And to be honest, I just think it's one of those weapons that no one ever buys. Like, for example, if you're playing on Kino, chances are you're going to buy the MP40 in the speed cooler room, and you're just going to walk right past the PM63 wall buy because you don't think it's worth using. And in all honesty, I don't think I've ever bought this weapon at all except for making this video. So it definitely is one of those weapons that everyone just forgets about, and it's definitely not worth using. All right guys, the next gun on the list is the Remington 870 MCS, and when you pack a punch it becomes the refitted 870 mechanical cranium sequencer. I just wanted to say the pack punch name because it's really cool. Now this shotgun is a pump action shotgun from Black Ops 2, and I feel like a lot of people just don't think about this weapon. Now the only time that you really come in contact with it is on Buried, because it's the first weapon that you can draw with the chalk at the bottom of the slide on Buried right next to Quick Revive, and everyone just ends up passing up this weapon. You draw it on the wall, get the 1,000 points, and then you piece out of there, because chances are you're going to get the chalk for like the PDW or the AN94 or maybe even the SVG from inside of Buried, and you're gonna buy that weapon off the wall instead, or you're just gonna hit the box because there's so many good weapons on Buried in Black Ops 2 because it's a really fun map in general. So I feel like this weapon just gets overlooked, although it is really good pack-a-punched. It's just one of those weapons that I feel like no one ever buys or pays attention to, so that's why it's on the list. All right guys, the next gun on our list is the Mistmaker, or the KSG. Now this shotgun is a pump action shotgun that shoots a slug shot. This thing deals a ridiculous amount of damage, and the thing that sucks about it is it only appears on Origins. So that's why I feel like a lot of people forget about this weapon, and for the same reasons as the Scar H, it just ends up getting overlooked because people are going to have staffs, or they're going to hit the box for a really good weapon like the Raygun Mark II or the Galil or just something like that. And that's really a huge problem because the Mistmaker is such a beast. It's so strong and really fun to use, and to be honest, this was my favorite shotgun to use in multiplayer in Black Ops 2. I remember getting so many dogs and swarms with this weapon constantly because I used it every single day because it was so fun to use, and it's really fun to use in Zombies as well, but it just gets overlooked only because it's only on Origins. All right guys, and the last and final weapon on this list is going to be the S12. This is by far the worst shotgun in Black Ops 2, and I feel like everyone trades this thing out extremely quickly. Now it's really bad because you basically have a really short supply of ammo even when you pack-a-punch it. Non-pack-a-punch, you only have 40 shots, and when you pack-a-punch it, you only have 60, and it's only 10 per magazine, pack-a-punched or non-pack-a-punch. So it just ends up being one of those weapons that's really useless. Now it deals a good amount of damage if you aim for the head like all shotguns, but it's just one of those weapons everyone trades out. I've never pack-a-punched this weapon until I made this video, and it just ran out of ammo way too fast. It's semi-auto. They ended up improving it a ton when it comes to Black Ops 3, making the Brecci, which is by far one of the best shotguns we've ever had in Zombies, and it just really sucks comparatively when you're thinking of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. So anyway, this weapon is the last one on the list. All right guys, so I hope this video brought you through memory lane and reminded you of some of the weapons that we have seen in Call of Duty Zombies from Black Ops 1 through Black Ops 3. If you think I forgot any and you think I just completely brushed over them and I should have had them in the video, let me know which ones down below, and maybe I'll make a part 2 from your opinions. And also, if you disagree with this list, let me know why. Do you think some of these weapons are weapons that you use all the time, or are they weapons that you can kind of agree are ones that you kind of just forget about every single time you play Zombies? So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.